So my name is Alvin Zahn. I come from Rochester, New York, which is in the upstate part of New York in the United States. So I studied psychology and philosophy at Occidental College in Los Angeles. I chose MAiSi because I had this interest in sport growing up. I played soccer my entire life, and this combined really nicely with my interest in psychology and philosophy. And I realized that I wanted to do something in sport. I wanted to make a difference in the sporting world. So as I looked for a master's program, this really appealed to me because it combined all my interests. What I like about MAiSi the most, I think I really had to put a finger on it, the professors are fantastic. Every class you take, you're learning something new, and you're thinking about things differently than you would have before. So maybe you'll talk about doping, and you never really thought about why doping is wrong, or really understood the critical theory underneath that. And so as you discuss it, you grow as an intellectual, you understand the issue in a broader sense, you might find different aspects of it that you wouldn't have understood before, and all of a sudden, you might even change your own beliefs and your own opinions about things, and I think that's an extremely important, valuable lesson to be learning as you go through the program. So after MAiSi, I really want to go into sport governance or sport law, something where I can make an actual difference in the sporting world. Back in my home country, the issue of the Colin Kaepernick case, amateurism in the NCAA, growing up and seeing these issues made me realize that I want to make a difference in the sporting world. I want to be in a position where I can actually use what I've learned in the program to make
My name is
reasonable
Juliana
change.
França Daguano. I'm from São Paulo in Brazil. I did my undergrad in journalism back in my hometown. I chose to study the MAiSi program because I wanted to get a better foundation to work in the sports industry, and also I thought it was very interesting the multicultural aspect of the program. I am in contact with people from all over the world here, and this is very interesting for my development as a professional. The ethics and integrity of sports is very interesting to study, because usually when you get in the industry you face challenges that as a professional you have to have this foundation to work through these challenges the best way possible. I definitely want to be working in the sports industry. Relating to my background as a journalist, I would love to work in the communication area, and I think MAiSi is giving me a great foundation to relate sports, communication, and also different aspects related to ethics and integrity.
My name is Jonathan Rubuya. I am from Zimbabwe, it's in Southern Africa. The MAiSi is the first of its kind, which focuses on ethical issues that are happening in the sports industry. Unlike other programs, they focus on what sport is and how sport should be like. But also MAiSi takes it a step further and looks into the issues that are seemingly degrading sport and how to tackle those issues. And that is basically why I chose the MAiSi over other programs in sport.
What is it that you particularly like about the program?
Well, MAiSi makes you think outside the box, especially the philosophy. I want to speak from experience, coming from sports science background and the philosophy. It makes you think outside the box, not to be like a robot where you're taught to do things in a certain way, but it makes you reason why we do things in a certain way and why things are in a certain way and how to change them and make them better for the sporting industry. It's amazing. It's my first time learning away from Zimbabwe or Africa, so the teaching styles are world standard. I am enjoying myself. The doctors and the professors are so friendly, something that I've never really experienced myself. You feel like, oh, it's my friend who is actually teaching me new things and new concepts in the sporting industry, and it's really friendly. And the information, it's top quality, and I really love it. Before coming here, I was involved in anti-doping education programs back in Zimbabwe, and I've just picked up an interest in the ethics and the corruption in the sporting world. So going forth, I'm really much interested in sports governance in international sports organizations like the FIFA, the IOC, policy making, because that is what really influences how sport is run in our sporting fraternity.
My name is Wang Chunguang, and I'm from China. My hometown is Zhoukou City. And before I'm studying at Beijing Sports University, and also I have degree in international education in Beijing Language and Culture University. My undergraduate thesis is on sports corruption, and I'm really interested in how we respond to sports corruption. And MAiSi is very unique program. It's aimed to deal with this problem. So that's why I'm really interested in this program. So far, I'm quite enjoying MAiSi. Not just because like all of our professors, although they have different teaching styles, but I love them all. And also all of my course mates, they're quite nice, and they're from all over the world. And each of them bring very unique culture to the cohort. Right now, I am very interested in international sports organizations, like working in sports management field. And I think what MAiSi can help me is, first of all, MAiSi can, like through MAiSi, I can learn a very broad knowledge, is not just about sports ethics, and also about sports management and sports law.
I'm Ketevan Gipiani. I'm from Georgia, from Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. I've studied in psychology, and then I worked in some sports organization in my home country. That's why I decided that I wanted to broaden knowledge in sports science. While searching for the courses, I decided that MAiSi program was the most appropriate and best option for me, as the program is unique. The things I like most about MAiSi are, first of all, our professors that are the leading academics in this field, working in this field, and most literature we study. No, can I say once
That's
again?
okay.
Yeah. And the most articles are, and they are, and these professors are the authors of the most articles, and can give us the links to the most interesting and relevant literature as well. One more thing is that MAiSi gives us opportunity to share the multicultural experience regarding sport, and helps us to develop critical thinking, and helps us to have multi-perspective approach to the hard cases in the contemporary sport. In my home country, Georgia, we have need of sports professionals. That's why I decided to continue my studying in this field, and I want to return to my home country and work there as a governor of sport. And I think that MAiSi has a crucial part in my future career, as it will help me to gain all the necessary information and experience that a successful sports governor needs.